Alright, well, Igne here, and we're going to go into the very first of the barren season. Let's get into it. Alright, well, Igne here, and I'm going to be going into the barren island a little bit for the first week of trying to give you some tips and tricks. So I'm not going to show you what account that I'm playing on because frankly the people that are in our own camp don't particularly like me very much. So I'm going to exclude that throughout the entire barren season because I don't want to have any problems. But anyway, before we get into all that, have to get into the usual shenanigans. This video is sponsored by Aptoid. We're using my code EGNE2023. You can get anywhere from 5 to 40% off all in-game purchases using my code. A full description as well as a YouTube video to show you exactly how to do so will be down in the description below. All right, so first week, Baron is extremely different than doing Island. For Island, you're set to a certain amount of towers, which is the same for Baron. Although with Baron, instead of using activity points, you are going to be using the system that allows you to have 2,000 clay per hour, which changes a lot of what you do as far as an alliance and the tactics doing so. I am not R4 or R5 in this island, so it's I can't really give you suggestions as far as that. However, I can tell you that one of the most important things is trying to set up a protection times that is suitable to not only your alliance but your entire camp. Now, with Island, it again is completely different. So, trying to get your tiles is going to be number one. You want to get up to that 40,000 honor ranking as fast as possible to be able to have enough ants to be able to fight and progress throughout the entire season. Now, again, communication with your people is key. So you're going to need to be able to talk to those in your camp so they can move to different strategic places and such in this week one. Now, you're not having any combat or anything at this point in time. So these little bonus areas, which will unlock within 20 hours, will give you, in increased influence, etc., etc. So that's something to look out for. Honestly, for the amount of clay that it requires to be able to go into extra areas, not really necessarily worth it. As you can see, we haven't bothered to try to go into any of the other areas because it's kind of pointless. This Baron is a little bit different because it's a little bit of a mixed match, as you can see. But regardless, communication is going to be key within Baron. Your tiles are obviously going to be key. Honor, not so much, but the one thing I do like about Baron is they introduce the champion points, which is everything from fighting and taking buildings, etc., that is going to help you to be able to proceed. So my major tips, honestly, for Baron in the first week is manage your stamina, because you're going to need to try to take as many high level tiles as you can within the first week. Moving into the second week, you could start giving up some, as I have, and be able to start changing out troop types, etc., etc. It's kind of the same as Island. As long as you have the fungi and the troops to manage your pro and your unit 1, you should be all right. But I'm sorry, not real. I can't give out like my position and what account I'm on right now. But I hope this helps, and we'll see you in the next video. Eggne out.